Hello. I've been playing around with Total Roleplay 3, and there are some kind of immersive things you can do. Okay, so I look topless, but it's not topless. I promise it's not topless. Okay, so I've been playing around with stuff. For example, this candy box and this carton of cigarettes is two items that I made today. They are very similar, actually literally the same except for the effects that they do. This carton of cigarettes, if you right click it, then it generates a cigarette, and if you right click the cigarette, you smoke the cigarette. It plays a sound, and it says you have 17 left. I'll show what that does. So if I click it again, I have 16 left, and I have a cigarette. I can generate as much as I want, and then the last one, received empty carton of cigarettes. You have 0 left. It receives empty carton of cigarettes, so this is now empty carton of cigarettes. Worthless, just throw away. So I throw it away. Destroy. I did the same for this one. Candy box contains 50 candy. If I right click it, I get a candy. It says I'm chewing. It plays a chewing sound. And when it's done, it says you feel a slight sugar rush. It's just for role-playing purposes. It isn't important at all. But today I want to show you how to make one of these items. Okay. So let's go to Extended Object Database and go to Database. Now you want to create a new item and make an expert item. It's kind of important for how we're going to use it. It's called expert item, but honestly anything beyond a document or a flyer requires expert, in my opinion. If you're going to use workflows, you need expert. Okay, so I just gotta think of something right now. I didn't even plan anything. Wow. I can make a carton of cigarettes or a box of... Let's make a box of chocolates. So here we go. Box of chocolates. In item name. Tool description is contains... how much chocolates are there in a box of chocolates? Let's say 30 chocolates. Okay. So tooltip left custom text is, let's see, what is it? Armor, clothes, weapon, potion. So let's say it's a container. And the tooltip right custom text says it's a free text that will be in the tooltip. Right to the left custom text. A good example of information to put there would be precision of the item type. You'll put in the left custom text. Helmets or gloves. Okay. So I'll just call it box. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You can give it any item quality. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna give it rare, because it is quite rare to get a box of chocolates, and that's all I'm gonna think about it. So I'm gonna make it usable. And the usage text is grab 1 chocolate. And I'm gonna make it unique because I want you to have only one of it, otherwise it wouldn't be unique. And what else? I think that's about it. I think this is the most important. Maybe weight in grams. How much does a box of chocolate weigh? I think a chocolate might be 2 or 3 grams. So 3 times 30 is about 900 grams, so say 100 grams. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing right now, it doesn't really matter. Item value can be, okay, so in roleplay, gold, 1 gold is about 100 euros. So let's say a box of chocolates costs in real life 5 euros. It's about a 20th of no, less. It's about 2%, right, of a gold. So I say 2 silver. 2 silver in copper is 200 copper. Right? That sounds about right. I think it doesn't matter. I'm just teaching you how it works. The values you can change yourself. I'm gonna make it 200 copper for now. Then I want chocolate. Then you see here a chocolate box, a Valentine's box, alright? I'm gonna add that, save. Pickup sound is maybe, do I want bag or book? Bag sounds about right. That sounds about right. Let's go for bag. Alright, so we got a box of chocolates that is rare, etc. So I'm gonna close this. No, I shouldn't have closed it. I go to database, box of chocolates, add to main inventory, and I want 1. Right, so here's my box of chocolates. This sawdust, it doesn't have an on use, which makes sense. We're gonna make that now. So we're gonna go back to the extended object database, go to box of chocolates, and then event links, and you see that on use has no link. So if you go to workflow and create a workflow, you can make a function. I think it's a function. That's how it will work in programming. I'm gonna call it a function or a workflow. I think it's called a workflow in this context, so I'm gonna call it a workflow on use. On use, it's gonna generate an item, right? So here on use, I'm gonna click on use. Then inner object. So what's the inner object? Create new object, item, and I'm gonna call it chocolate. It doesn't matter what you call it, because it's just an inner object ID. It's not global, it's inside the box of chocolates, so it doesn't override anything outside the box of chocolates. Then I'm gonna call it chocolate. Alright. The item quality can be common, I think. Left custom text, I think that's supposed to be consumable. And the right custom text, I'm gonna make chocolate. It doesn't really matter, it's all just roleplay. It's all not very important, but it just gotta look at least like you did your best, right? So tooltip description, one piece of chocolate. And then I'm gonna say usable, and the usage text is consume to get sugar rush. Something like that. It doesn't really matter, you know what I mean. Item weight, what did we agree on? I think 3 grams per chocolate, or maybe 5. I'm gonna make it 5, it doesn't matter. Preview, I'm gonna make it chocolate. So what's the best chocolate? I think this one looks like it's one of the Valentine's chocolates, so I'm gonna use this one. And then go to, I'll just save it. Okay, so here's chocolate. Workflow. I'm gonna create a new workflow on use. And then I'm gonna go to event links and link on use to on use. Inside the workflow, I'm gonna add an element. Here you have effects, conditions, and delay. Effects are things that happen. Simple as. Conditions are ways to stop the workflow if it doesn't fit a certain condition. You can test conditions, and delay is just pausing the workflow, like it says here. And it is fun to use this for the cast animation, the UI thing that is used for casting a spell, you know. So what I'll do first is effect and go to expert and variable operations. So we're gonna wait, I'm in the wrong object. So I'm gonna go to box of chocolates, workflow, on use, add element to workflow, effect, expert, variable operations. I'm gonna set the source to object because I want the variable to be part of the object. And I'm gonna set the operation type to initialize. The variable name is gonna be something like value. It doesn't really matter. You can call it anything. Maybe this isn't the best thing to do, but like you can call it chocolates. Operation value, I'm gonna set that to, what did we agree on? 50, 30. I'm gonna set it to 50 or 30. 30 is more like what's in a box of chocolates. The thing that initialize does is whenever you right click on the item, it's gonna see if the variable is initialized. If not, it's gonna set chocolates to 30. If chocolates doesn't exist when we get to this, it makes the chocolates 30. So let's say we get here and the chocolates are 29. It will not initialize it. It will only initialize if the chocolates variable doesn't exist. So I'm gonna make an effect, display text. Here we're gonna you can do any of these, it doesn't really matter. For now I'm gonna do chat frame text. So what you can do here is draw the variables. So for example, you grab one chocolate. Actually that isn't necessary because TRP says you get a chocolate. We can just do you have, and then you do $sign and the brackets, and inside the brackets you write chocolates because that is the variable we made. And then I write left. Okay, but before that I actually forgot one thing. That's expert, variable operations. We want to inside the object we have variable, and we want to subtract from it. So variable chocolates, and operation value is 1 because it will subtract 1 from chocolates. So here you can see chocolates is initialized 30, and then this one is going to go 1 down. If it's initialized to 30, it will subtract 1 and then it will display the text. Then I can add another effect. That is inventory, add item, item ID. We can just browse and go to the box of chocolates. Let's see where they are. Box of chocolates. Here you have box of chocolates and then chocolate. This is the one we want, not this one, because if you do this one, it will just generate another box of chocolates. If you do this one, it will generate the chocolate that is a child of the box of chocolate. So I want to generate one, add to. We can just do all inventory. It will just grab any bag, and if there's a space starting with the main inventory, then it will add a chocolate. So we don't confirm. It adds a chocolate. And then I want to do a condition. We're gonna go to expert and variable numeric value. Inside object, we're gonna look for chocolates. And then as long, so this is a bit confusing, right? Because we're now testing if the if the amount of chocolates is greater than the numeric value 0. If it is greater than 0, then you're allowed to continue in the workflow. If not, it will fail. So I'm going to confirm. Here you have failure message and failure workflow. So what happens when it fails? Failure message, so when it fails means if it's not greater than 0. So if it's not greater than 0, then the box is empty. So you ate, oh no, it doesn't mean you ate them all. You grabbed, you emptied the box of chocolates, and the failure workflow is on empty. It doesn't matter what you call it, it doesn't matter. It's just a function name or a workflow name. So we're gonna go to event links. We're gonna create a new workflow and call it on empty. It doesn't matter what you call it, as long as it's the same as what you did here in the condition on empty. This is gonna call on empty, and we made it here. So you can also call it on destroy or whatever. Maybe on destroy isn't the best, but you know what I mean. So all we want to do when it's empty is effect, inventory, consume item. That's all we want to do. We just want to consume the item. Alright? Okay. So we're gonna save this and go to inner objects, chocolate, workflow, on use. What do we want to do when we let's just look at this. If I right click this, it says you received 1 chocolate and you have 29 left. So we can do that as much as we want until this is actually a bit annoying. It's good that I see it now. So one thing I want to do is make the chocolate stackable. Alright, so I'm gonna go to extended object database, the chocolate, go to main, make them stackable. How many chocolates are you allowed to have in one inventory slot? I don't know, maybe 30, because that's a whole box. That's fine. Save. I'm gonna go back to box of chocolates. Yeah, here it says 30 chocolates. We did it right. Alright. What else? We're gonna go to workflow of chocolate. So chocolate has a workflow on use. We haven't made anything yet. So what we're gonna do is what is gonna happen when we eat the chocolate? I think effect, and then we can play a sound maybe. So no. We're gonna make a delay. Alright, so type cast, because cast already has a sound in it, and if it's a looping sound, then it will loop while you're casting. How long does it take to eat a chocolate? Maybe 30 seconds. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Cast text can be anything. We can call it munching. It doesn't matter. You can call it anything you want. And then there's a cast sound ID. Okay, so I want to go to Wowhead and search for food. And then there are a lot of sounds that you can use the ID from. Let's look for one that's looping. Maybe this one. Let's see what it sounds like. That seems right. So I'm gonna click on it and then go to copy in-game sound command. Then I'm gonna go to cast sound ID, paste it here, and remove this. Alright, then I'm gonna go to do I want interruption or move or no interruption? So the difference is that when you're casting and you walk away during the cast, do you want it to interrupt or do you want no interruption? So you can walk while you're casting. Maybe you can eat a chocolate while you're walking, so we're gonna do no interruption. There we go. And then when the delay is over, it's gonna inventory, consume item, and then maybe give a text and say you enjoyed the chocolate. It doesn't matter. You can make it anything you want. It's just an idea. I'm gonna save this. The item is stackable. Yeah, okay. Item value in copper, maybe 10. I don't know. Maybe 10 copper. That's fine. And then box of chocolates. I'm gonna make. What did I want to do here? There's one more thing I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I want to go to workflow. And then add item is over here. When I add the item, I want to make a sound. So let's go to sound and music. And I want to explain a little bit about what the difference is between playing a sound and playing a local sound. So if you're a programmer, this is pretty counterintuitive, but local is actually something everybody can hear, and just play a sound is something that only you can hear. So maybe you want to try local, right? Because it doesn't matter if your neighbors can hear no. This is okay. So let's do play sound ID. It has to be here. So I'm gonna go back to Wowhead. Here we still have all the food sounds. We have here put down food generic, right? Let's see how that sounds. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna copy in-game sound command and put that here. So that's the sound that we'll hear when we grab a chocolate. We're gonna do confirm and put it before the condition. So right before or after the item is added. It doesn't matter because there's no delay, they just happen at the same time anyway. So I think we're done now. We're gonna save, close, go to box of chocolates, right click, here we have a chocolate. If I click again, you see it's stackable. If I right click it, you see I'm munching on the chocolate, and I can walk while I munch. Okay, so 30 seconds is a bit long maybe. I don't know how long it takes to eat chocolate. So let's just finish the chocolate. And it says you enjoyed the chocolate and the chocolate is gone. So that is a way to make consumable items that have only roleplay value. You see it added to my total grams, because if I eat a chocolate, it didn't go down. Okay, I don't know. Oh yeah, it goes down after I ate it. That's actually something I have to work on. It should disappear from my inventory as soon as I put it in my mouth. Or I feel so, at least. So let's finish this chocolate. And now it should go down. Yeah, it went down by a couple grams. I don't remember how much, but you can see that the value went down. Yeah, that's about it. So let's go over everything one more time. We got the box of chocolates. The workflow is you initialize the chocolates to 30, then you subtract the variable chocolates by 1, then you play the sound to pick up an item, then you add an item, the chocolate, and then you check if the value of chocolates is greater than 0. If it's not, we go to onEmpty and consume the item. So that means that I will show you this. This means that if there are no chocolates left in the box, then the item will just disappear, which is fine. Inside box of chocolates, we have inner objects, chocolate. The workflow is a delay, a cast. I'm gonna set that to 10 seconds because that feels better. Then it consumes the item after the delay, which I don't want. I want it in front of the delay. It consumes it, and then there's delay. And then when the 10 seconds are over, it displays a text, you enjoyed the chocolate. I think this is all we have to do for now. I think this is fine. I think this is good. So we go to inventory, box of chocolates. I have 18 left. I eat it, it's gone. The weight is gone. I'm munching. Yes. And just to prove that it does disappear when I grab all the chocolates. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and it's gone. You emptied the box of chocolate. Okay, so I have 18 chocolates, and if I go to extend objects, I can add the box of chocolates again. And add more. See? So I'm only allowed to have 30 per stack. And now it makes a new stack. And you can give these items to people or just give a box, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole video. Thank you for watching. Until I feel like it. Bye bye.